Welcome to another episode of Random and Famous. Today I have with me a co-founder of Sportageous. It's a website giving platform to sports stories that matter. He's also a sports media writer, and he's doing a lot of stuff outside of his activities. Please welcome Zushan. Zushan, thank you for joining me here. And the people who don't know you, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, thank you for having me here, Tosif. It's great to obviously be a part of the show and to share a little bit about what we do. But essentially, you sort of nailed it more or less. Sportageous, we're a sports media platform and also a consultancy platform based out of Australia. So there's two of us who run the company. We've been around for just about 2 years now. This, of course, is on alongside what we do on our day job. So this is our second job, essentially. And yeah, basically, we cover stories with a human element that includes athletes and their challenges through things like mental health, physical health, issues that they face. Because at the end of the day, a lot of athletes, people often fail to recognize that athletes are also human. Sure, they get paid a lot, but they also have to face a lot of challenges, and not all athletes get paid a lot. Not everyone is nowadays relevant Lionel Messi, that they can just leave and go to another place and make a lot of money. So we cover those sort of stories, but we also focus on sports professionals, sports entrepreneurs, other people within the sports industry. We look at topics such as sports tech, like I said, mental health and well-being in sports, sports diversity and women in sports. So there are a range of areas that we cover, and we cover several different sports and also run conferences on sports. So we hosted the Squash Summit earlier this year, which was the largest global virtual squash conference ever. So that was a great sort of achievement for us, very humbling. That sort of thing. And of course, we also do consultancy work. So we work on the digital front with sports businesses to help them essentially up their digital media game.
Okay, that's great. So how did you came up with this idea of Sportageous? Like, what was the motive behind it?
Yeah, look, I think as every random business with a bunch of friends starts off, we never thought of this to be a business. We never went into it with this idea that, we're going to launch a startup. There was four of us. Now there's three of us. Four of us mates. We were in Brisbane together back in the day, used to study together, mutual friends, we're good friends. We had a WhatsApp group and we talk about a lot of different things: music, politics, sports, you know how it is. So the drill, essentially. And we thought, why not do something? We all have opinions, we all have views, we all have ideas, thoughts. Why not just start a blog? So it all started there very, very quickly. We launched our podcast, our video cast. I think we have close to 100 episodes now. So it's gone pretty far from where it started. Then we started covering lots and lots of stories. COVID came around in its own strange way. It was really beneficial to us because athletes had a lot of time during lockdown. So they were interested in speaking to us, sharing their stories. So that was a bit of it's a bit of a flip take on the situation that we're all going through. But that's how we sort of launched. Never really thought about it becoming a business, but as things continued to grow, we just thought, look, let's take this on board and make this something serious. And while it's serious, we still have a lot of fun. So currently, my business partners, Furqan and Hassan, also run the company with me. And it's going really, really well. And we're having a great time running it.
So it's like a couple of years old now, the company, actually. Am I right? Yeah.
So just about 2 years this August. Yeah.
So it's a very short time for any company, and I watched some of your episodes. Yeah, and you have touched some very cool stories. So when you guys initially started back in the days, how would you like to go and reach to these people? Was it very difficult? Because once you are new on the platform, not many people would like to connect with you. So what was the technique or what you use like to connect with various people?
Yeah, look, I mean, you can start off and try to go on Instagram and message, Babar Azam or LeBron James or someone else, like maybe, maybe get in touch with Raheem Sterling or something, but that's not going to happen. For us, I think one of the things was that we did focus on niche sports, sports like squash, like rock climbing. Now we also focus on paddle. So through these niche sports, a lot of the athletes within these sports don't get a lot of exposure. So when you actually reach out to them through social media channels, they're happy to come on board. And I think that's important. We very quickly realized that, look, if you're going to go and try to find the email of Virat Kohli's manager, that's not going to get you anywhere. Yeah. So leave that for a time when, you can actually talk to global superstars like himself or Cristiano Ronaldo or somebody. But our vision's always sort of been the human side, the grassroots, emphasizing the niche within sports. And, we started reaching out to people and they seem to respond. I will say that now with a larger team, there are a lot of people who don't respond actually. So you'd think that, that we're getting so many people coming in, everyone's going to respond. They want to be on Sportageous. No, that's not the case. I think, if you put in 100 requests to feature or come on and do a written interview with us, maybe 30 or 40 reply, the rest say no, or they just don't respond. So it's about figuring that out, what your niche is and how you want to approach it. For us, it's naturally sort of organically become that whole idea around niche sports, even within sports like football. It's about futsal and women's football. And then if you look at cricket, we emphasize a lot on associate cricket and talking to athletes from associate cricket nations. So these are the sort of athletes that need that exposure. And that's how we've been able to sort of target it and, have some sort of success in achieving what we've wanted.
Yeah, I think very well said. I think it's all about the target audience. You need to know in your mind who's you're going to target, and this all starts from there. So was there any doubt when you started this platform that, I'm not going to succeed, or we're going to fail, or look, we are trying to connect with various people and no one is answering? Was there anything on the back of the mind?
So Tausif, as someone who runs something yourself, do you ever have doubts?
Yes, actually. I'll be very honest.
Yeah. Look, there's still doubts. There's no doubt about it. Pun intended. But yeah, look, I mean, there is no doubt about the fact that, we, when we self-reflect, there are moments where you're vulnerable, where you reconsider things, where you assess whether anything or everything you're doing is right or wrong. So that's always there. It's going to be there. But if you enjoy it, if you're willing to put in the time, and if, you're able to justify the time you're putting in through, obviously, if you're in a business, at the end of the day, you want to make money out of it. And if you're able to make some sort of money out of it, and you can, for me at least, justify it to my family that, yes, I'm doing this, but it's not all for nothing. It's not just a hobby. It's more than that. In that instance, I think it makes it worth it. And that's what's important, because the doubt may never go, and that's fine. I don't think personally I need to get rid of that doubt, because the doubt pushes me. It motivates me that, I think I can't do this, but I know that if I put the time in, that doubt keeps motivating me and pushing me upwards. So yes, definitely the doubt, there is doubt. I think that initially there was a lot of doubt in regards to whether, this could last. Doing a day job, managing this, you've got your family commitments, you got to, maintain your health and fitness outside of this world. And it becomes tough. But once you can justify it to yourself, once you find your rhythm, you're able to recognize when to take breaks, how to pace yourself. It works out. At least that's been the instance that's been the example in my case. And in my instance, that's what I've experienced.
Yeah. Okay, great. What was the biggest step you took that changed your life? Whether it was a year ago, 6 months ago, a couple of years ago, that you can really say, I'm glad that I took it and I done it. And that's changed my life where I am now.
Oh, mate, that's a tough one. I'm gonna have to think about it a little bit, but do you mean at a professional level, obviously?
Yeah, exactly. Like you have
Yeah.
started something out of 9 to 5 job. Okay.
Yeah.
You have your own platform. And would you say that
Yeah.
was your biggest step or anything else?
Look, I think there was a point where I'll actually prefer to talk about Sportageous as a whole and the changing point that we had. And this was actually through a suggestion and shift in sort of tactics by my co-founder Furqan, who, we were brainstorming and we thought, look, we're doing 7 pieces of content a week. So there's like 5 articles, a video cast, a podcast. We're just churning stuff out. What is it really worth it? Or should we rather have high quality content 2 or 3 times a week and then invest the other time in doing something else from Sportageous on the side? And that's where the idea of, running the virtual conferences came out from. And we did the Squash Summit. We have a few more coming up in the coming year. And then obviously running the consultancy side of things as well. And I think that was quite a monumental shift in our direction. And I think that made a very, very big difference in how we approach things, because the quality of our content went up. So on that side, it was a win. But we also started to generate revenue through other sources outside of, a blog poster wanting to post write a blog on our website for a backlink, or someone wanting to advertise their brand through a sponsorship post. So here we had, now we have clients, we have organizations that we're working with, and that's also enabling us to better our content and build those networks. So I think that's been quite a significant shift and probably one of the best decisions we made. Yeah.
Yeah, great. Okay. So what message would you like to give to anyone who are holding themselves back? They want to start something, and we always have doubts for obvious reasons. Okay, I'm not going to succeed. My first video looks rubbish. How I'm going to post it? Who will be my audience, or anything. They want to be a writer, they want to make a video blog or anything. What message would you like to give to the person?
Yeah, look, I can, I could say the generic sort of thing of, look, just do it and, just see how it goes and give it a shot. And that's all there. You can watch a lot of motivational videos and listen to motivational speeches for that kind of thing. But I would personally really, really suggest that if you're going down that path and you want to do it for whether that's a side income or whether you hope to make that your future career, be sure that you're able to find a balance between that and your personal life. Because honestly, at the end of the day, we don't live that long as human beings. And like Sportageous is my baby. I have a lot of passion for it, as do my business partners. But the fact of the matter is that while it's important to do that, you will burn out if you are always putting in all your time and energy into that. So only go down this kind of path if you recognize how you can manage your time, how much time you have to spend on the project that you want to do, whether you're making a video, whether you're starting some sort of consultancy business, whatever it is. Just make sure that you're able to split your time up and balance your life. And that will also help your business or the project that you're partaking on grow much faster, because you'll be well rested, you won't be stressed, and you'll be fresh when it comes down to thinking up ideas and views.
Yeah, it's great advice. I think consistency is important. you should have a vision, be consistent, challenge yourself, and anyone can succeed, I guess. Great. Thank you so much, Zushan, coming to my platform. I hope that people will listen to that and they will take a note from this and it will change their lives in some way. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for having me, Tausif. Absolute pleasure. And wishing you all the best as well, mate. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.